and welcome to Veggie Bites, the show where you will learn how to cook delicious and hearty vegetarian meals that all of your friends will enjoy. I'm your host, Melissa, and today I'm going to show you how to make fried rice and fried tofu. Stay tuned, we'll get cooking in a minute. Welcome back. So the first thing that we're going to make today is our fried rice. And what better rice to use than a nice whole grain rice. The reason why we're using whole grain is because in every cooked cup of this rice, we have 8 grams of protein and 4 grams of fiber. It's awesome. So in order to cook this rice, I've already boiled about 2.5 cups of water in my pot, and I'm going to use 2 cups of uncooked rice to make 4 cups of cooked rice. So when you're doing this, just read the back of the label on your brown rice to make sure you've got everything right. Okay, so in the rice, we're going to put a ton of vegetables, and my favorite, bean sprouts. They're a really great addition to a lot of Asian foods because they're nice and crunchy and add really great texture. And this is also packed with protein and really low on calories, which is great. All right, so in this bowl, I've got 2 cups of corn, and now we're not using frozen corn here. If you have corn available in your supermarket, definitely use the fresh corn and not the frozen corn because it's really sweet and also kind of like the bean sprouts, crunchy. It's so delicious. And also it's really cheap to buy corn and it's pretty easy to cut. You just take the kernel and cut along the sides, and some supermarkets even sell it with the kernels taken off the cob already. Okay, next we're going to use about 2 cloves of garlic. I used about medium-sized cloves of garlic. And we're going to use about a cup of carrots and a cup of onion, or just 1 onion diced, really whatever you want to put into this. All right, so I'm going to start chopping these carrots. We want to make them, the pieces, nice and tiny. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of the ingredients, except for the onion and the garlic, into this bowl. And then I'm going to put the onion and the garlic into our pan first in order to saute and get really soft. And then I'm going to put the rest of the vegetables in. I'm going to kind of sit together for about 10 minutes. And that sort of seems like a long time for vegetables, but we want everything to cook nice and low. We don't want anything to get burnt. And we want everything to be really soft, except for the bean sprouts. And even though we're going to have the corn in there, the corn, because it's fresh, it kind of does stay firm, even though we're going to have it cooking in a pan for about 10 minutes. And for the bean sprouts, we're going to add 2 bean sprouts into this bowl right here, and 1 bean sprout after everything's cooked, so it stays nice and crunchy. It's going to be great. I love fried rice because you have the option to put basically whatever vegetables you want inside of it. These are just vegetables that I like. You could also add some green onion to it. That'd be really great as well. And in the end, we're going to add some sesame seeds, which provide kind of a nutty flavor. And we're also going to add 2 eggs because usually when you get fried rice, you can get eggs. And if you're a vegan, you could just get an egg substitute. Usually comes in a carton, and most supermarkets sell it now. And just use that instead. And it'll be great. All right, I think that I have about a cup of carrots in here, and already the colors look beautiful. And now I'm just going to chop the onion. Now, anytime you're working with a round vegetable, you kind of want to create a base for yourself. So we're not going to really eat this part anyway, so we're going to cut the bottom off, and now we have a flat bottom to work with. And I kind of like to cut my onions in half again, and then lay them on their side, and kind of just run my knife through it like that. Now, my family isn't really a big onion family, but after the onions have been sitting in the pan for about 15 minutes, even if you don't like raw onion, the onion will be so soft and sweet, it won't even matter. All right, so here. And if you can see, everything kind of breaks up, even though we only chopped it for a few seconds because of the rings of the onion. All right, we're just going to chop this one. And across. All right, and if you want to add a little more of something or a little less of something, that is fine too. Okay, now for our bean sprouts, we're going to add about 2 cups into here. think that's about 2 cups. Just kind of mix everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my brown rice on the stove. I think my water's boiled. And I'm going to put all these vegetables in a pan for about 10 to 12 minutes on a medium-low heat. And you just want to keep an eye on it. Make sure you're stirring everything, and all the brown bits on the bottom, make sure you get all of those up, because that is where all the flavor is. And when we get back, I'm going to show you how to finish up this fried rice and start you up on our fried tofu.